Good day to all. Welcome to Sri Krishna Stories. Let's hear what today's story is about. Always keep balance in everything. This is Geetacharan's life lead. A simple story to explain. Let's learn more. King Ilangovan announced that he would give a part of his country to the one who recited the mantra that could protect a person who is in misery of life and on the last day. Many people started coming every day. Each chanted different mantras. Someone said Namashivaya, another said Om Shakti. Believe in yourself, said another. But the King Ilangovan was not satisfied. He denied what everyone said for some reason. His mind was not satisfied with their answer. One day, a man came to see the king. He gave a ring to the king and said, "King, you should live a long life without any blemishes. And if a condition comes to you, as you said, open this ring on that day and look at it. Until then, don't look at it." He gave the ring to the king very solemnly and left. The man's words and actions gave the king a kind of hope, expectation, and peace of mind. After this incident, the king forgot about it. After some years, suddenly a war broke out between this king and another king from another country. King Ilangovan lost because he was not ready. The king, who lost his country, wife, and people, was very depressed and decided to end his life. The king, who escaped and survived, was troubled thinking about his condition. He saw a mountain in a distance. That king decided to commit suicide by falling from this mountain and climbed the mountain with that thought. The king reached the top of the mountain after stumbling, raised both his hands towards the sky and shouted loudly to the sky, "Please accept me." Then he saw the ring on his hand glinting in the sunlight. Immediately the words of the man rang in his mind. "King, you must live a long life without any blemish. And if a condition comes to you as you said, on that day open this ring and look at it. Until then, do not look at it." Now it's like that. Let's see what's in it. He temporarily dropped the thought of dying and sat down and turned the ring to see what was inside. A small piece of paper was rolled up inside the ring. He took it very carefully and looked. Only one sentence was written in only one line. This is the saying, "This situation will change." That is it, nothing else. Looking back and forth, the king did not see anything and thought about that saying. Only with the words that the present situation will change, the king came down from the mountain with the courage to think what made him to come to this point of committing suicide. He searched for his followers and found them, and the people living in the villages rejoiced and celebrated when they saw their king. He gathered the young together and formed armies. With the secret cooperation of his old soldiers in the palace, he suddenly entered through the secret door of the palace, arrested the king of the enemy country, put him in the prison, and became the king again. When the king came back to power, the people were very happy. The king, who wanted to celebrate this day in a grand way, called the man who had given him this ring that made this opportunity possible. It was a single celebration in the whole country. It was crowded in the palace. The king on the throne, beside his queen, his children, the minister and chiefs, enjoyed the day. There was a flood of happiness everywhere with music and dance. The man who gave the ring came and bowed down to the king. The king came down from his throne and welcomed him. King Ilangovan said that, "You should take half of the country now." "King, you are the one who is qualified to rule the country. I don't want anything," the man said humbly. The man refused to accept anything no matter how much the king begged. Finally, King Ilangovan said, "If you want to get anything from me, don't hesitate to ask." He said, "King, is it true that now you are at the peak of the highest happiness of life?" King Ilangovan said, "Yes, this is true." "Then take that ring now and see," the man said. Immediately the king took the ring from his finger and tore open the small paper inside. It contained the same mantra: "This state will change." Always balance in everything. This is Geetachara's life guidance. Sarvam Shri Krishna Arpanam.